Alright guys, welcome to my review of the Himalayan. This is the Royal Enfield Himalayan 2019 model. And yeah, I bought this bike as a travel bike, partially for off-road, partially for on-road, you know, camping, traveling, exploring. It's not really an adventure bike, although it is. Depends how you class an adventure bike, I guess, but for me it's a travel bike. Take it anywhere, you can go anywhere you want. It's capable, it's extremely capable. I've had it for around 1,500 miles. 80% of that's been off-road, exploring. And yeah, I'll put the specs up on the screen now so you guys can see. It's around 24 horsepower, 24 foot-pounds of torque. It's quite heavy, weighs in at 190 kilos. Ground clearance is, I believe, around 220 millimeters, so 22 centimeters. Seat height's 800 millimeters. And yeah, the one downside to that is the foot pegs are extremely low. You will catch them ruts. So yeah guys, let's get into it. I'll jump on the trails and show you guys what the bike's capable of. See you in a sec. Alright guys, so we're back on the trail. For this review, I don't really want to read off the specs and, you know, tell you all the information about the bikes. You can already find that. There's hundreds of videos, hundreds of blogs with it. I just kind of want to explain why I bought the bike and what I wanted the bike to do, like what I bought it for. And like I said in the intro, for me that's a travel bike. Being able to go wherever I want, not being limited. I don't like a Jeep. This is pretty much the Jeep of motorcycles. And yeah, it's gone everywhere I've wanted it to. I've done, I'd say, around 75 to 80 mile off-road trip with a CRF 250. I managed to keep up in most points. With these tires in mud and sand, it does kind of fall back. I'm a complete beginner off-road as well. I forgot to mention that. This is my first off-road bike. I've probably off-roaded 35 to 40 hours. And this bike inspires you, it really does. The amount of confidence I have on this bike, you just look at a hill, you hold the throttle, you hold on, and you just go. I used to be terrified of standing up going over this kind of stuff, like big bricks and big rocks. And after a few hours being in the saddle, you don't really realize that you're off-road. Sometimes you just kind of go and the bike bounces through, almost as if it's helping you. I don't really know how to explain it, but the bike does help you. I'm also 6'4". I'm not short, and this bike, they do say, is made for short people, but for me it's quite comfortable, like ergonomics wise. Standing up, I've got a slight bend in my knee. I would look down at my legs, but I'm looking at the path. I've got a slight bend in my knee, slight bend at the elbows. Super comfortable. And yeah, it's comfortable. Sitting down, I'll sit down here because it's not too bad. It's not bad, as you can see. We're not bad. The only downside to being 6'4" on this bike is these bars. You will hit your knees on these bars. But other than that, that's the only downside. Foot peg is quite low, you will hit ruts. Deep ruts will annoy you. You'll drag your feet, drag the pegs. Again, not massively terrible. My lines are well off trying to speak and do this. Yeah, it's not massively terrible. There are some ruts you just won't be able to do because your pegs will just lift you up. I have got stuck once because of them. Wasn't too bad, just kind of push through it. Didn't bend the pegs or nothing. I do have bent handlebars, however. I did crash going downhill. Downhill terrifies me. I was going too slow, I pulled the front brake and it slipped. Handlebars bent, I need to get them replaced. But yeah, as a travel bike, it's good. You can cruise at 65, don't expect to win any races, don't expect to beat anything off the line. Maybe a Corsa, probably be the only thing you'll beat off the line. Oi. So these guys go. Yeah, you'll beat Corsas off the line, you'll beat a few slow cars off the line. Other than that, tops out about 75. Again, that doesn't bother me. I've come from a Honda Hornet. I'm done with speed. Being able to go anywhere is more important to me, and that's what this bike does. It does it well. You can go anywhere you want. We've done river crossings and everything. So there's a lot of stigma about this bike though, where people think it's not made for off-road, it can't off-road. And if you go on my channel, you'll see videos of me. I've done group rides with Husqvarnas, KTMs, Hondas, and I'm with the pack. Like I don't slow down, I don't fall back. And that's as a beginner. Like I'm keeping up with these guys on this bike because they're so confidence inspiring. Reliability wise, I've not had any problems, but then again, I've only had it for 1,500 miles. Oi. Yeah, like other than the rear tyres starting to wear out, but that's because of all these shady roads. I've been on the NT60s, they are the stock tyres. They're not bad. Not great in sand, not great in mud. I'm in third gear, I've only just realised. Yeah, they're not terrible. I would replace them as soon as you can, if you're doing off-road, that is. But for me, I wasn't too bothered. I just kind of rode them until they died. They're about to die now, so I will be getting some Mitre CO9s. But yeah guys, my bike's completely stock, other than the windscreen, which is technically still stock. It's just been cut down, sprayed black. The previous owner done that. He was going for a scrambler kind of look. He sold his bike and bought a Triumph Scrambler, believe it or not. Yeah, other than that, Jivvy crash bars, Hitchcocks Loom to stop the battery drain problem. Yeah, completely stock. Another thing I wanted to talk about was 2-up. I struggled to find information on this bike and how well it done with a pillion, and I've taken it on some long trips. Me and my girlfriend have gone, say, probably about a 200-mile round trip. Not too far, but not, you know, it's not really a short burst at a shop. And she said it was comfortable, and the only problem she had was the bag on her back, giving her neck problems, but that is no fault to the bike. The seats are comfy. They're actually quite comfortable for a stock seat. Bearing in mind though, I am 84 kilos, she is 48 kilos. She is 5'8", I'm 6'4", and it was pretty comfortable for a 200-mile round trip. Any bike will take its toll on your body doing a trip, any kind of length. But it was comfortable, there was enough space. Power-wise, this is where the problem lies. Trying to go uphill with another person on the bike, you will notice it slowing down. I think we topped out at about 60, 55, 60 going uphill. But we managed to cruise on a straight road at around 65 miles an hour. So if you don't mind going slow, well, not slow, but you know, slower than usual on a motorbike, and it's fine. For me, like I said, I'm done with speed, so. But yeah, 2-up, it's a good bike. Off-road, amazing bike. Solo on the road, it's a fun bike. It is a fun bike. Going fast on something slow is so much more fun to me than going slow on something fast. Like riding the Hornet at 70 is just boring. Riding this at 70 is terrifying, but it's fun. It gets the adrenaline going. You know, it is good fun. But yeah, don't let people put you off the bike, because this is what happened when I was purchasing it. Everyone was like, oh, it's going to break off-road, it's not going to keep up with the other bikes, you're not going to be able to go off-road, it's not reliable. Royal Enfield are known for their reliability over in India, and it's not a Honda. Let's put it that, it's not a Honda. But it is reliable, it is capable, it hasn't broken me yet, other than the handlebars, which was my fault. I've had so much fun. In my 7 years of riding, I've never had this much fun. But yeah guys, in conclusion, amazing bike. Don't let anyone put you off buying it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you guys want me to do anything on the bike, show you anything on the bike, leave a comment, DM me on Insta, I will get back to you. Yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.